Hello and welcome back to Shadow of Mordor, and in this episode, we will, I think, yeah, we're gonna start doing the Hirgon quest. That's what we're doing.
Here now, gone later.
Not quite, but close.
Are we gonna kill Hirgon?
Oh no, Hirgon is one of our allies. He is leading the Resistance faction made up of slaves.
These catacombs are always
And would you describe his patterns as nomadic?
No, I would not.
Okay. I think I may be reading a little too much into the literal phonetic interpretation of Hirgon.
Probably. Another piece of intel. Personally, if you're going to be grabbing intel early on, you use it on the war chiefs. Not only is that the speedrun method, it is also very important that you can figure out faster ways to kill the war chiefs when you start fighting them.
Now, learning intel on the subordinate orcs kind of lengthens the process, you would argue?
No, actually. Specifically, when you get the other half of the set of your powers, learning intel on the subordinates can actually speed the process up quite significantly, since there is actually an unlimited amount of intel throughout the map. It just takes a while to spawn.
So somewhere among the plains of Middle-earth there is a vessel of consciousness which we must purge.
Almost. Pipeweed, yes.
Pipeweed.
Yes, pipeweed.
Must remember to give this to Merry and Pippin.
No, we ate it ourselves.
Oh, you eat it?
Yeah, it's a healing herb. The outcast.
Oh, because it's shaped like a pipe. Now I understand.
Yep.
We are exploring.
Jump scare.
Whoa! It's a
Obtained
corpse!
some valuable information from this one before he lost his head.
These grunts know nothing. We're wasting precious time.
Wasting time. We've learned where they are keeping our blasting powder.
Wouldn't
Okay.
need to buy a blasting powder.
It's all part of the plan, my friend.
Want to elaborate the plan to me?
The Black Hand is my only concern.
So anxious to find the Black Hand. And by all means, I will take you to him.
Lies! We don't fight the Black Hand until the very end of the game.
Any luck? The Uruks have yet to discover the secrets of the blasting powder. We will need to free my men to find out.
Do you believe the blasting powder can draw out the Black Hand?
I pray so. The enemy gathers at Uruk's Hollow, where many of my men are enslaved. I pray Eren, too, is there.
I will handle the Uruks.
Perhaps we can take a more stealthy approach and incapacitate them by using their weakness. Grog.
Because booze is
Have you
a
ever
common
heard of
poison
Hypnos?
among all humanoids.
It's toxic and is good for one thing. Poisoning orcs. Follow me.
For it was Alexander the Great who quaffed the poisoned wine, and by his proud consumption of things without fear of retaliation, he was poisoned to death.
Is she the reason you joined the tribesmen?
Of the many, she is my most cherished. There are only so many camps my wife could have been taken to.
Do you believe she will be at this one?
Right now, I'm attempting to get this artifact that is on top, but no, the building geometry is not
I
agreeing
hope
with
for
me.
your sake she is
They
here.
really want you to first find the Masonic archway, then leap to the keystone in the center, and then 3, climb up to get the thing that's either hanging there or is the root of a pathway that leads to the actual treasure.
So one of the orcs is actually in league with Saruman.
Into the ground in the side of the hills and into the mountains where they do their work. Some of it's forges, and they got blacksmiths making armor and all kinds of weapons. They save on metal by making their armor for the front only. Like they're not planning on retreating anymore. Oh,
This makes me wonder where the mines are, because we don't actually. I mean, we see scaffolding, but we don't actually see any mine shafts.
some of them are those Uruk You can tell them right away, because they've got a head or so on other orcs. They come out fighting, and immediately start bossing everyone else around. No one's the wiser about me spying. But don't send no more clothes. The other orcs might get suspicious.
They are tough and they're not stupid. We underestimated our enemies.
They are forged for one purpose: to destroy the world of men.
And to, you know, serve Sauron when he is as a cheap labor force when Sauron has taken over the world.
No. For some reason I thought Hirgon was an Uruk. Like we're gonna.
No, we've already finished our stuff with Ratbag. We'll be seeing Ratbag for one cutscene later, and he will be a dead person.
No, all we need is some dynamite, a shovel, and some other blasting material in order to find these mines.
No, we never find the mines.
That gold is all mine.
Mine, boys, mine for your country, and mine, boys, mine me that gold.
Pocahontas?
Yep.
Nice. Dig, 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 dig.
I'm not supposed to be doing that. I'm supposed to be gathering herbs, but you know, it's easier to gather the Hithless if all the orcs are already dead.
This is like Metal Gear Solid 5 type, you know, stop guard B from discovering corpse A, stop guard C from discovering corpse B, stop guard D from discovering corpse C.
Kinda. Honestly, corpse discovery is a mechanic, but it's not very well fleshed out.
I also wouldn't be surprised if it was a thing that these guys really just don't care. Everybody wants to be war chief.
More intel. Uther Kingslayer.
I slew
Vulnerable
king.
to mounted beasts, which means I can't actually abuse his weakness. Alright, we need to get the other two pieces of Hithless. Where are they? There's one.
One. Cut. Must create poison from nightshade.
I don't think that this is supposed to be Nightshade, to be perfectly honest. I believe it's just supposed to be the antonym to Athelas.
The antonym to Shwa?
Where did you acquire this blasting
Is it Althus?
Traded for it.
All.
I believe it's one of the Middle Earth specific herbs. There's Athelas and Hithless. Hithless, as Hirgon mentioned, is very, very poisonous. Whereas Athelas, if prepared appropriately, is a very good healing drug.
I've heard this. I've heard this mission before. It'll take me a second, but there is a game I've played where you do like this exact same thing. The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. That's where it happened. It's either that or Skyrim. I mean, Skyrim, you straight sabotage a distillery, which is kind of like what we're doing. We're tainting an alcoholic beverage making process. But
no, actually, we're just gaining the skill to do it. To be perfectly honest, the Poison Grog ability is kind of terrible. Specifically because you have to be in stealth in order for it to work in the first place. There has to be orcs around in order for it to be effective at all. And getting to the grog barrels and poisoning them is a bit more difficult than it should be, especially once we have the ability to fire arrows, in which case we can just explode the barrels of grog and deal massive amounts of damage to smaller units.
yeah, so in other words, just screw the silent approach. You might as well just kill everybody with one bang.
Well, to be perfectly honest, the stealth approach is significantly more effective at staying alive. But it really depends on what kind of enemies you're fighting. If you're fighting anyone at range, you really want to stay with the stealth assaults. However, any of the melee units, with the exception of technically berserkers, you can melee them down much more efficiently than going with any of the
These
stealth
outcasts were
options.
strong to last in Mordor. To survive
I
this
believe it.
wasteland while we occupied the
Which,
gate.
Yet they are not
I mean,
strong
I
enough
like
to
that.
survive the return of the
It's
Black
good to
Hand.
have choices.
Their only hope lies beyond
I hear that
the
the
shadow.
best, most satisfying decisions normally depend on only having 2 alternative options.
Beast cage.
In Mordor, even the flowers are of death.
There are far worse things than flowers here.
You know, like Morgul flies.
Oh yeah, God damn it! I keep forgetting we're actually inside Mordor.
Yes.
That's why everything here sucks. It all makes sense
One
now.
headshot, and damn it, his head is out. Did I get him? No, he was behind the crate. There, 2 headshots.
Oh, they still neatly pack their bales of hay.
Boss told me we should get ready to march out of Uruk.
There's the other hithless.
How is the wheat trade this year?
I would say it's pretty poor, honestly. I mean, a majority of the areas, a majority of Era, which is the part of Mordor that we in, is, you know, very rough. I don't think that most of what we see could really be turned into farmland.
Not to succumb.
When we realized we couldn't fight the orcs, we started dressing up like slaves, sneaking into their camps to free the others.
A bold strategy.
Not really. Mostly, we'd end up slaves ourselves.
Ha.
At least we came dressed for the part.
Oh, that is a
People
good
are
one.
dying and we're not doing anything about
They
it.
told me you led the search party for my head.
It's like impersonating a police
Volunteer.
officer and being
You
forced
called
to
our fellow
assist in a
Rangers
crime,
would
or
kill
else
you.
you'll be discovered as a
I couldn't
fraud.
suffer that fate.
It's like, wow, my hero! I'm no hero. I'm not even a real police officer.
I stole this outfit from my cousin Vinny.
I shouldn't even be here right now.
I just wanted to watch the Super Bowl.
Nani here, Galar Mordor.
I wonder how many... I was thinking if the mechanic was we were trying to complete an Elvish sentence, that like each of these fragments are literally just like articles and prepositional phrases and stuff, like just basically like incomplete shit like avant-garde means to and fro,
We
or
almost have enough poison for
this
our
and
purpose.
those.
I look forward to seeing its effects.
I hear that.
Almost. I mean, we're collecting fragments of a prophecy.
How is your...
No, how is yours not anywhere in the prophecy? There, we now have all the hithless that we need to finish the mission.
God damn, we're brewing a cocktail of death.
This should be enough.
That is
All
a
we have to do is
swarming
drop it into their
beehive
grog.
of magic.
Did the orcs not smell the poison?
No, but if they spot you, I doubt they will drink.
Think you can turn your back on the bee? They will still be
The
there.
Uruks are stationed by the front gates. For the sake of my men, keep to the shadows. I'll gather my men and wait. We'll stand ready to seize the blasting powder once the camp is clear.
And as this is a stealth mission that
Remember, Talion,
if you
don't
get
be
discovered,
seen.
the stealth mission immediately
These
fails.
Uruks
So
have killed many
I have
slaves
a
for
large
far
amount.
less.
I have a large amount of trouble attempting to complete this mission.
But of course, instant failure. Good luck tolerating your checkpoint. It will be good use to you. Okay, now wait for him to bring his stupid ass over here.
Ledge kill.
Just like Assassin's Creed. Now that I mention it, I bet my skills in Assassin's Creed would transfer pretty nicely to this game.
Oh yes, they would.
Because I remembered I was not too shabby at those games.
I unfortunately got an hour into Assassin's Creed 1 and like, this is taking too damn long and put it down.
And in the next part, maybe we will place even more associations between these two otherwise unlike games.
Oh yes, we will.